Hi, and welcome to Fuel Your Mind TV, the television program brought to you from the Muscatine Community College campus, where we take you behind the scenes of the campus and introduce you to some of the people who work here. I'm Katie Watson, your host, and with me today are our co-hosts, your favorites,
Anabelia Calderon-Flores.
And Elida, Perales.
Hi girls.
Hi.
How are you?
We're good.
We're doing
blue.
good. Actually, yes, we are blue-green.
It works. It works with the little cover. We're kind of back to some of our original set.
Oh yeah, I noticed that. What happened to our?
You weren't with us last week.
I wasn't. What happened? What's? We have a lot of new things going on.
I know. Have you noticed that we don't have anybody in the hot seat?
Yes. What happened to the hot seat?
Oh, you just wait.
Okay, we'll wait and see.
Yeah, we have somebody special in our hot seat, and we have them in a special location. So Chad is getting all fancy with the technology, but I thought maybe we should talk a little bit about what's coming up on campus, because we do have some events, and as much as Chad hates when we are not time sensitive, because he likes to rerun us over and over and over again, I think we need to make some announcements.
Yes.
So we definitely want to talk about Taste of Education.
Yep.
We didn't hold it in September, so some people are probably starving because they've just been waiting and waiting and waiting on Taste of Education. But it is coming up.
Okay.
So Lisa Weigel tells me it's going to be on the 17th of October. And I think it's going to go into the paper probably this week. So look for your journal. And look for all of the student activity groups and all of the different restaurants. She said she has some new restaurants
Oh, good.
that have
That'll be
joined
nice.
us. So that's going to be fun. And I'm guessing, I make stuff up, but I think it's from 4 to 6. So again, look in the journal, go to the journal website. It's probably on our Facebook page, I'm guessing. Where else would you
If
look?
it's not there, it will be. It will be there as of Monday. But yeah,
Erin
the journal.
Bohnsack,
Erin
write that
Bohnsack
down, will you?
She will put it out there for us as soon as she gets back.
Yeah.
We should shout out to her because we usually shout out when we're missing. She's
somebody.
Not
So
here.
Erin-
She's at
not-
Phi Theta Kappa, I think. I think that's where she went
I think so too. I'm not
for
sure.
this weekend. Chad says yes.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know. He's talking to her on the phone. I don't know what they're doing back there, but she's not with us. I think she is at a
Twittering.
conference or something.
Twitter and yeah.
He's tweeting her right now. What else is going on?
Well,
Way.
the United Way kicked off, and we have.
We made
tons of-
$250 selling soup. Did you get any soup, Dr. Boyer?
No, I did not.
We haven't introduced Dr. Boyer yet.
Yes.
You're wondering where Dr. Boyer is. See, we're building suspense.
I know. We're talking to somebody and he's not even here.
Oh, you just wait. You're going to be so excited you can't stand it. $250
$250, really?
on soup.
Wow.
Well, part of it is probably because there's no food service. I'm sure people have noticed that.
Right, I did. I noticed that. We have
And
nothing,
why is
but
there
yet.
no food service?
Well, we're remodeling.
Let's remind them.
Yeah.
Things are going to start to get hectic.
You can't.
The bookstore has
The
been
bookstore's already been moved.
This semester we're playing Let's Find Student Services. So,
That's exactly true.
if you're
isn't it?
looking for the bookstore, where should they find it now?
in Larson Hall,
Larson Hall.
the
always
conference
mix it up
room.
with Loper.
Larson 74, 75, 73,
72,
74.
73.
72, 73. So they're in Larson.
You
Doors
asked
wide
us 'cause
open.
You didn't know.
They're in Larson. You'll find them. It's with the room with all the books. Everything that they're selling is that was in the old bookstore is in the new.
Maybe we should have Bill come on the show.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
It's
Well, let's give him a
Larson
little bit of time
73.
to get adjusted to his whole move. That's got to be a
Gail and I went
mess.
over while they were moving and tried to
And-
have a little funny with them.
I don't think so.
No, Bill had
I
no
don't
funny.
think so. That was a
Turned
lot
out
of work.
really nice though.
It
Yes.
did.
It's
Not
It does
ideal,
look
but
nice.
it turned out really nice.
It did. It was good. And Bill
From
was
now
good.
until we move back into student services.
It'll be a while.
So
Yeah.
just
So-
know they're in Larson. We still have a bookstore. They have a ton of really neat things.
And
but
I think that's where financial aid is going,
right next door to them.
in the business office.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yes, they're still here. We're just in transition. So, anything else? United Way Bookstore? No, I think that's good.
I think
I think
so.
we're good. Let's introduce our guest, one of my favorite people. He not only works here, he treats my headaches.
It's you.
He pulls on my head, makes me not have headaches so bad. So how much do
You're
I
right.
love this guy?
You better.
Exactly.
You trust him
Dr.
enough to
Seiko, Dr.
mess with
Boyer,
you.
what would I do without those two guys in my life right there? Dr. Boyer,
Hello.
hello. Now, see, you're far away from us, But
It's a very different feeling,
look at
that's for sure.
When you look at Dr. Boyer now, though, Chad, go to Dr. Boyer. Look behind him. How cool is that?
That is cool.
Do you love that or
I
not?
love it. I love it. Feel your mind.
Chad,
That's what we're all about.
Chad has added graphics. Way to go, Chad. That is super cool. Now, what is really cool is sitting here looking at Dr. Boyer, those things aren't really behind him. How cool is that? So we could put a raging river. We could put...
Chad's back there having a fit. Do not give away his secrets, please, because,
but-
you know, that would just completely, that would throw
We
everybody.
could put like animals behind him, like he's on a safari.
Imagine as a student coming in
Can
and
he
being
do that
able to
really?
do all
Like,
of
can
that.
he do that now?
He could.
Chad?
Chad
He's
could.
busy. I
Chad
think
can
he
do
got a phone
anything.
call.
I think he's talking on the phone.
Yeah.
Tweeting
It's
with
Erin.
Erin or something.
It's Erin.
But yeah, he could. So Dr. Boyer, it does feel like you're far away, and that's really the only bad thing about our new set.
Yes.
Is that it feels like you're miles away from us, but
It's like you're on.
just wait until the
yeah,
show
that-
airs and we put all sorts of fun things
He's
behind
on trial
you.
over there.
And it'll be like a lion is tracking you in the safari, or some fun
As long
thing.
as they don't catch me, I'm all right.
At this point, we could have the lion in the background going across the. Yeah, that would be neat.
Lions and tigers and bears.
Lions
Yeah.
and tigers and bears. Yeah.
So, Dr. Boyer, it seems like, it seems like we could say you're fairly new to us, but really, you've been an instructor for us for how long?
Many years. I taught as an adjunct for 14 years, and then last 2 years I've been full-time.
14 years as an adjunct. And tell us what all you have taught.
What do you teach?
I've taught anatomy and physiology, essentials of anatomy and physiology, biology, biology 2, and most any biologies that we have so far.
And students really like
Human biology.
Human biology, yes.
I don't know if you missed
Yes.
that or not,
Yes, we do teach that one. I have to think about that one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that human biology.
That human
Almost
biology,
forgot
which
that.
is-
That's a fun class. That's a fun class. For
and
students
that's what I
that-
tell people about that class.
Yeah, for
too, so.
students that aren't really into a science or into an anatomy, it's a nice class to learn about their bodies.
What do you like most about teaching?
I like the light bulbs.
When you see them,
Yeah, when
Yes.
people, I tell them something and they go, oh, that's how that works. Because I always tell them, when they, especially in anatomy class, it says, well, we're going to teach you about your body, and you should already know this because when you got that manual when you were born,
Right?
they go, what manual? No, we didn't get a manual. I said, well, the one that tells you how your body works and what to do about it. So we have to kind of enlighten them a little bit because they forgot their manuals. So,
I like that. Funny.
so
Tell us about your real job though, because teaching is your second life.
well, that's my second love. But I started 26 years ago as a chiropractor here in Muscatine, and I've been a chiropractor still. I still have reduced hours, but I get to do two things that I love a lot, so I'm happy. I'm happy with that.
Even when you're chiropractic, you're still teaching. You're one of those people that
Yeah.
teach all the time.
I like to teach people and help them out with things that they don't know about, And a lot of people think they know things, but they really need a little bit extra.
He's probably referring to
yeah, I'm thinking
Nice. What a euphemism.
that would be Katie, huh?
No, it's like when we teach reproduction in anatomy class. Everybody thinks they know how to reproduce, but sometimes it's not exactly the same way that
Yeah,
they should.
they might not be doing it right.
Now I'm confused.
Now, where all
that light
have you
bulb
where
goes the
all
right
have
way.
you been? Because Muscatine your home ground? I don't think so.
No, I
is
grew
it?
up in northern Iowa, up by the Minnesota border, and then I moved to Iowa City and went to University of Iowa for 3 years. Then I went to moved from there to Iowa State, and then I took 6 months off and went to California, lived out there for a while, and I came back and went to Palmer College for 3 years in a 4-year program, and then I came to Muscatine after that.
Wow.
So moved a few places, but mostly for college.
And where did you meet your lovely wife along that track?
I met her back home when we were in college. It was kind of an interesting thing. We were both going to different colleges. We came back she lived 14 miles from where I grew up, and I never met her before. And then a mutual friend introduced us while we were back on spring break. So then,
Isn't that funny?
That's interesting, yeah.
yep, after a lot of...
Followed you all of those places.
No, actually, she's moved to Brooklyn. She's a teacher. She moved to Brooklyn, Iowa, and got a job teaching there. And then she decided that Muscatine had an opening, so she moved to Muscatine. And then while we were dating, I went to chiropractic school, and she went to worked here. So she's been a teacher for almost 28 or 29 years, 30 years, somewhere in there. So
She teaches the little bitty guys.
3rd grade at McKinley Elementary. Yeah. She's really...
Brought them on campus for a couple different things that we've done. So she brings these little fellas along.
Yeah, she loves teaching. She likes the kids. Yeah.
Now, Dr. Boyer, you're not exactly, I don't want to say normal, that wouldn't be nice, but you kind of have an out-of-the-box approach to medicine and healing. The first time I went into his office, maybe not the first time, but he does things like he'll like put his hand like right here and then like try to make you push his hand down, and he'll walk around the table one way and try to make you like resist to putting your arms up or
The
down.
whole energy thing?
Like your chi and your this, and I mean, he's just not cracking your neck and straightening your back and whatever. It's kind of this holistic approach. So how did you get involved in that? That's not something that they taught you at Palmer, is it?
Oh, it's just, no, it's advanced stuff, out of the box stuff, like you said. And it's kind of fun, and actually I do some of that in my classes with the students, because we kind of correlate or relate that to what we're teaching or we're going over. And I've had so much request for doing those things that I have I put together a fun night. I call it the Mind Body Fun Night. And anybody can come to that, and we actually use them for to show them how this works, how the energy of the body, different things work. And then at the end, we hypnotize people.
Oh my, is that here on campus or is that?
Yes.
Really?
Let's hypnotize
Fun night?
Elida.
I don't think.
No.
Oh, let's do it.
No,
Let's
let's hypnotize Anabelia.
Funny how the one who asked to hypnotize somebody is not being
Yeah,
used
what
as
about
a.
you? Feel about all this energy.
I was gonna
Me, I
say-
don't know if it worked or not.
He probably already has attempted. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Last spring was the first time we've done that, and I think we might do it. We're going to do it again this year, but maybe as a fundraiser.
Can everyone be hypnotized?
Not everyone. If they don't want to be hypnotized, or if they are under the influence of something, or they cannot
What
understand.
was your reason?
Oh, it's hard to say, girl.
Some people are so analytical they can't relax. They can't just give up and say,
That's me.
this feels
Such a
good.
deep thinker.
Because it does feel very, very good to be hypnotized.
I hear some people kind of like wake up from it like they've been in like a deep rest.
Yes, and I always tell people that when they wake up, they're going to feel like they've had a 2-hour nap. And they do. They feel pretty good.
Yeah.
But then we have...
Kind of makes you want to have one, doesn't it? To get hypnotized.
And then when we do it for like the group, for like the kids, we have a little more fun with them though. We have them do certain things, you know, like...
Yeah.
Well, that's what we would do with Elida.
I was gonna say you probably would do the same with us, wouldn't you?
That's
Yes,
why it's
we
so
have a lot
fun
of
when
fun.
you do that, like in college, and people are up there, and guys are talking about not liking Shania Twain, but then they can sing the entire song
Yeah, funny.
that they've heard on the radio, you know.
Yep.
That's funny.